Houston, we have a problem. Oh, God. Hello, you hardcores out there. How are you doing? Pop, pop, bang. Big John Fury driving about in Lamborghinis. We want full editorial control over everything so we can spin narratives. Let me just put that to one side. Man who drives a Ford Escort running on cheap fat oil. Boring Lamborghinis now. Gee, could people stop sending me stuff from that raving crank? Couldn't lie straight in bed. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, shall we? The real boxing talk. Not the adventures of Tintin. We don't want that, do we? Hey? No, we don't want that at all. So, let me, no knife to cut my apple. Right. Let's have a look. What's been going on then? Here we go. Boom, shake, shake, shake the room. Boom the gardener. Right, I could do it, a gardener. So let's see Boom Gardner. Here with arms as big as John Rambo. One hard to spot, wasn't it? She's had a performance-enhancing drug test on the 12th of July. She fought on the 15th and won. Well done. Now, her opponent should be able to sue now because the test came back positive. Positive. The public, it's made public on the 10th of August, but everybody who I know only found out yesterday, which was 16. So the test was the 12th. We found out on the 16th, but Eddie Hills managed to get her out on the 15th. Do we see a pattern here? Are we seeing a pattern with these delays and, you know, there's no transparency with this lot, is there? Well, is there? It took 9 days for it to get to lab. 9 days. What's going on? What if that woman died in ring? And she was juiced at gills. Unbelievable. Julian and Dripping Cat Tap, they called it months ago when she put Terry Belter Harper on Button Moon. She did. She put Terry Belter Harper on Button Moon. Terry Ticket Seller Harper. Right? Well, so Terry Harper really should be taking legal action now, shouldn't she? Well, she should really. Bit like Eddie Hills suing Jake Paul. What happened with that one? Or Dylan White suing WBC. What happened with that one? Did anybody hear anything about that? Or Dennis suing Sky and Ben Shalom and Jack Massey. Kevin Marie. What happened with that one? Don't say you're going to do something and cock off. At least I had a go at suing NHS. Lost now. Well, quit now. They've got a bottomless pit of money, haven't they, NHS? So where are we going with all this drug testing? In last year, Conor Ben 2 tests. Dylan White. He's had loads of tests, but he's just had failure on it last year. Conor Ben, Dylan White, and Boom the Gardener. And with biceps out here. And if you don't believe me, ask Coogan, because there's an interview of there's an interview of Coogan's feeling her arms. I mean,
Coogan's like the purple Aki of boxing, isn't he, really? If you don't believe me, go and ask Jean Pascal or Yazzie Dickens. Go and ask them. Go and ask him about what Coogan's like if he sees a bulging bicep. He wants to feel it. He's obsessed. Ask Yazzie Dickens that. Go on, Yazzie, tell him true. It's the same situation with Ben, isn't it? Crushy Ben. You know, these people couldn't lie straight in bed. They're like lying for the sake of lying and hiding and twisting them. These agencies that are doing these testing, why are they like delaying all this stuff that's coming out? If somebody's juiced out the mines and they're in ring, it's like somebody in a street fight having a knife, isn't it? You know, or a gun or something. I don't get it all. You take her for a test on 12th of July, and then it gets posted or it gets delivered or whatever by Tortoise, and it's 9 days. What? How can that be? How can that be in a sport as dangerous as this? It's not like 100-meter sprinting or tennis, is it? You know what I mean? Oh, and we've got Cougs asking Eddie Hills, has he heard anything from Dylan? Well, he's your close friend, isn't he, Dylan? Didn't you do an interview with Anna Mucky Knickers Woolhouse? And didn't you say, these are my closest friends in boxing? Dave Allen, Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hills, you know, Billy Joe Saunders, I'm godfather to his niece, and all this nonsense. All these close people that you're around. Coogan, why don't you tell the truth that Dylan White's blocked you on WhatsApp? The reason he's blocked you is because when the push comes to the push, you had to decide whose side you were on. You went where your bread was buttered, didn't you, with Eddie Hills? Dylan White's a thing of the past now. You made a choice. You've only your mate out to dry. You know what I mean? Not like Rico. When I say to Rico, I don't like him there. But look, Russ, I love you and I like him. So I'm in middle. He's done not wrong to me. That's my friend Rico. Whereas me, I'm a bit more highly strung, aren't I? Coogan sided with where the money were. Isn't that right? Cougs. Isn't it? Right? You know, I forgot my shape. Thought I felt naked. After it on. I'm going to be starving in a bit now. An apple ain't going to get me through today. So Cougs, you nailed your whatever tip mask, haven't you? Whatever you've done. Your team, Eddie Hills. Dylan White's been hung out to dry, thrown under a bus. And quite rightly so, because he's a cheating dirt. That's how I look at it. So, what can we do? And then we've got that lunatic, the Godfather, doing an interview with Eddie Hills. Eddie's 107th interview of the week. Frank Smith's catching him up, though. He's not far behind. What they're doing, they're pushing stuff out now for the sake of it. They've gone into full matchroom mode. They're drowning out everybody. It's all here online. Drowning out everybody. There's more interviews going out now than there is in when Joshua were at his peak. Honestly. Using a lot of favours up. But hey ho. That's why the pallid people. Look, I've heard Eddie's going for a meal with Simon Jordan. Why would you want to get too close to him, Simon? Hey, why? You know, if you go for a meal with him, he's going to soften you up. That's what they do. I used to get Dennis down here trying to soften me up. Trying to nip me and promising me things. Isn't that right, Big Ron? Oh, you don't need to be going as heavy on me. Dennis, we know, don't we, when you come here that day. Dennis, you'll know when I'm cheesed off, Dennis, when that bit there that says fight, when I put a bit of masking tape over it and it says shite. That's when I'm coming for you, Big Ron. Then I'll come and see you in about a year, just walk in your house and make a sandwich and crack open a bottle of beer and laugh at you. Oh, Big Ron, you got something bubbling. Do me a favour, Ron. You can't even cook. Dennis, you know that certificate you've got when you're a qualified chef? Why don't you tell everybody how you get teacher at course of bung? You know you did, Ron. Right. Then we've got the Gad with that intro. Let's come into that now. Who's the great next thing in heavyweight? These great heavyweights, these young ones coming through. He's gone. It's Big Freeze. It's Big Freeze, a 32-year-old. Hey, he's not a young heavyweight. He's ready for retiring soon. Spin it whatever way you want. You know what I mean? When the heat come on for Cougs, when the heat was on, they decided to be Team Eddie and not Team Dylan. And instead of saying, Ed, I'm in middle, he's my pal, you're my pal. We're pals, he's my pal. No pals. Dylan White. What did I tell you about them lot? When the push come to the push, that's what you did, didn't you, Cougs? Stuck knifing. Yeah, stuck knifing, but he's not the only one you've done that to in boxing, is it, Cougs? Eh? What I want to know is this. Is Cougs, Umar IFL Umar, and Nicholas Parsons, are they going to put it on him? Are they going to stick it on him over this Boone Gardner and this Conor Ben carry on? This Conor Ben carry on, like, Conor Ben is cleared to fight. Conor Ben is cleared to fight. And then we've got Tony Bellew on Twitter going on about, I always knew you were innocent and I stood by you all this time. Oh my God, don't worry, Tony. We know you're loyal, you know where your bread's buttered, but Conor Ben's not cleared to fight. If he were, why didn't they announce a date for him for September 23rd? It's only 5 weeks away. Board of Appeal in it, and you kind of come out and said nothing. So how is Crusher Ben cleared to fight? And why are you running around saying he is? You're trying to train people's minds. That's all you're doing. Bring knackers out just for the sake of knackers. Knackers, chatters. That's what you are. Knackers. Knackers, chatters. Oh, it's fucking too low now. Get my good side on. What do you reckon? Oh, what do I make of it all? It's all about money, isn't it? We've got Spotty Frank Smith, Eddie Earls, privileged kids, both from millionaire dads. Never had to struggle in their life, but yeah, Eddie's brought a book out, Relentless. I mean, Frank Smith, Spotty Frank Smith, or Spotty Frank Eubank. He's on about bringing a book out soon. God, I hope it's going to be a bit better than that thing John Fury's got coming out. Hey, another 2 months from that book will land on my lap. What I'm going to do with John Fury's book, I'm going to dissect it, and I'll do my own work, and I'll check what's true and what isn't. You already know enough, but I'm going to dissect it on here. Save you all paying 25 quid. Yeah, be good fun. I'm going to enjoy that. We'll do a chapter a week for however many chapters. Looking forward to that, John. Pop, pop, bang. But Spotty Frank's going into full Spotty Frank mode. Brain scans. Hang on a minute, I've got an email off somebody regarding brain scans. Boxing Board of Control have put brain scans up. Hey, how can they do that? Hey, everybody's struggling for money, and they're putting them up over 200 quid. I'll give you exact. I'm going to give you the exact price in a minute. That's just for the brain scan. It's not the medical. So as well, I think that at the moment, everybody's just trying to get as much money out of boxing as they can. British Boxing Board of Control, the promoters seem to be in full panic mode. I don't know why that is. They're in full panic mode, and it's like they just want to rinse the boxing fans. Where do they think all this money's going to come from if fans turn on them? Where do they think all this dough is going to come from? Right, let me get that up. £595. So they've gone up 230 quid. That's a big increase, that, isn't it? 230 quid. Why don't you just go and get them done up at Claremont, at Broom Hill, or Thornbury, the sister hospital to it just below? It's a lot less. And then take all your paperwork into Board of Control and say, I've had it done at a designated place. There you go. Why do we have to go through them, and why do the board have to put money on top? All you boxers out there, go to the Claremont at Sheffield or Thornbury or any private hospital. What's that one I'm going to in a couple of weeks? Glendale, NN15, is it? Northamptonshire, near, out Kettering way down there. They're all the private hospitals all over the country. Just go in and have your brain scan, pay them, and then just send out details to the Board of Control. That is good enough. Why do it through them and let them put money on for admin? Why line their pockets? That's what I say about it all. But so you know what? Can't even be asked today. Got a few videos backed up, so we'll be all right. We'll be okay, but it's a tough time for the sport at the moment, and I'm struggling really to find anything positive to say about it. I really, really am, because I love boxing with all my heart, and I don't want to see it go into a really dark place. You know, when the Cobra done Groves at Wembley, I really thought boxing was the sport we'd reached the pinnacle, and it was great for fans, wasn't it? And then Joshua's had that run and beat Vladimir 2017 April. Since then, since he got dropped by Vladimir, I think doubts have crept in to the people around Joshua, his training team, and the money men behind him. And it's just been about milking it now. I've been through Joshua's record many times in here. There's an asterisk next to every single fight that he's had. They call them handpicked. They're not setups, but they're handpicked fights, and they're designed for him to win. They'll have the team look at him and they'll swerve this person, they'll swerve that, they'll get him at right time and blah, blah, blah. But with this drug testing thing now, it's like, if you sign with me, I'm Eddie Hills, I'll guarantee that you get paid on time. And it looks like even if you're a drug cheat, we're still going to get you Robert Line. Look at the Oscar Rivers fight. That fight went ahead and everybody knew Dylan had failed. That B sample went missing. That were on Eddie Hearn's watch, or Eddie Hills. Boone Gardner's fight. She failed, didn't she? What fight went ahead? She was tested on 12. It took 9 days for it to get to the lab. You weren't going to take any risks with one. You've only got to look at physique on her. She's shredded, isn't she? She's like, Popeye! You know, and then we've got Crusher Ben. They hid the first one. Then they tried to hide the second one. Then it come out about the first one. They still tried to put the fight on. They just want to be greedy and get that money. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, this. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It does. Isn't that right, Eddie Hills, Mr. Relentless, Mr. was taken to school in a limousine, private school in a limousine. The 147S, a white American limo. The driver's called Robbo. Actually had a beer with him, actually. Well, he didn't have a beer, I did. Seemed all right. Been there years. Good loyal servant, a bit like Tony Bellew. But Eddie, driven to school in a limo. How can you run around promoting your relentless book when you've been to school in a limo? You've never had to worry about anything in your life, have you? Were you on free school meals at school, Eddie? Oh, you weren't, man. You probably had 20 quid a day pocket money, didn't you, for your dinner? We never had to worry about, or going to school thinking, you know what, these trainers are knackered. I'm going to get rinsed in them, but I've got to go. And when I do PE, I'm going to look a mug. You won't have to worry about things like that. Have you? So how are you relentless, Eddie? Eddie Hills, Mr. Relentless. You're not relentless, you. You're just a little privileged brat that gets social media because your dad didn't get it and you turned it around. We waffle. When you're backed into a corner, Eddie Hills, you just waffle nonsense and you get out of it. Or you say, I can't talk for legal reasons. Or you lie. And then you drown everybody out. Look at the interviews you're doing now. You're working harder than ever. But all you're doing is waffling to the same old group of people, but you're doing more and more and more. I noticed, Eddie Hills, that you're doing all these interviews on these small YouTube channels, really small ones that are just starting out. But yeah, I'm banned from MATCHROOM presses, aren't I? Mine's a small channel, but I'm a lot bigger than some of these you're doing interviews with. Because you know that I'll put it on you, don't you? You know I'd be prepared. I won't be like Simon Jordan, ask you one hard question and you tell him a lie, take him down another avenue, and then he's like confused because he doesn't know the game. He doesn't know you like we know you, Eddie Hills. You're a wrong un. You're a wrong un, you. You're a wrong un. That's what you are, mate. A wrong un. Anyway, that's about it, really. All right, peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep sporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. And for the people who keep sending me stupid emails in, that is Eddie, not Eddie Hills, it's ski bloke. Eddie the Eagle, innit? Fly, Eddie, fly. Eddie the Eagle Edwards. For them people who keep saying, what, who's that? Who's that? He looks all right. Dweeb. Yeah, it's Eddie the Eagle Edwards. He's like this bloke who like finishes last in every ski race. He goes down an hill and he goes up in air and all that. Well, that's what we Brits like. We like losers like him. We back the losers, don't we? Hey? It's like Tyson Fury. He's a winner, isn't he? For heavyweights, but they hammer him. But we're going to back Joshua because he keeps losing, doesn't he? That's where we're at now. So, what other one somebody asked me about? I forget now, it'll come back to me. All right, keep your questions coming in for Ask Porky. Make sure when you email me, Ask Porky, hashtag Ask Porky, and emails porkycorner@mail.com. And if they're proper questions, I'll pick a dozen or so out. All right, once a week. Keep them coming. I don't want all the stupidness about the bio ones. We're not into that. So, okay. Peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. If you subscribe and press the notification button, you get your Porky fix straight to your phone. All right. Save you emailing me complaining because the next few days I'm going to put quite a few videos out. Part 1s, part 2s, and all that. Oh, you can't find part 2. Well, they go out in blocks of 4, don't they? So it's not hard to find. And when I put part 1 up, part 2's next to it. So how can you not find it? But if you subscribe and hit the notification button, it comes straight to your phone, doesn't it? It's not rocket science. Peace out.